Hey, community group leaders and teachers, I hope you're doing well and having a fabulous day. Hey, I am excited to introduce this week's Leadership Minute. This is one more tool that we can have in our tool belt to lead more effectively. Through the month of June, we are looking at different ways that while families are traveling all around and we're in the middle of summer vacation mode, whether it's camps or it's VBS or it's vacations or anything in between, I want to give you some tools to be able to help your groups stay connected and even feel like there's momentum growing for your group in the middle of the summer with everything going on. So we're looking this month specifically at different spiritual disciplines that we can practice as a group to help each other grow and help each other feel connected no matter where we're going or what's going on. We talked a couple weeks ago about the power of praying for each individual, maybe picking one day, each calendar day, and to pray over one individual in the group and then just alternate who that person is throughout the summer. Doing so will have every person in the group prayed over and cared over and felt like they're loved and encouraged. Last week, we talked about memorizing scripture together and the value of doing that as a group. This week, I want to highlight another book and then talk about another thing we can do as a group. I can't suggest enough reading a book by Richard Foster called Celebration of Discipline. This book is a devotional classic that helps you to understand what the spiritual disciplines are, how to put them into practice, how to apply them to your lives. Specifically, there's a really good chapter in here about fasting. And I know fasting is a discipline we don't talk about much, particularly in the Western Church in America. My encouragement to you is to find a day, find a week during the summer. Maybe it's one day a week, like every Friday. Maybe it's one day a month, like the 5th of the month. That each week or each month you practice one day as an entire group to fast from something. Maybe you literally fast from food for an entire day and have everyone in the group do that. Or everyone fasts from social media, or everyone fasts from chocolate, or whatever the case may be. Take at least one day each month throughout the summer and put to practice the spiritual discipline of fasting. And then when you get together the following week after you do that, talk about it as a group. Talk about what your experiences were, what happened through that time. But whenever you replace something that you're doing with prayer, the goal obviously is to pray, to spend time getting closer to God. And as you do that, you can build intimacy with Him individually, but you also build this pattern of building intimacy together with other believers. Now, as you notice behind me, I've got a map. We're actually at VBS invading our church campus this week, Vacation Bible School, where more than 200 children are on campus from every age group. They're getting to learn about Jesus and how Jesus is working in and through the world, how God is calling unreached people groups far from Him to surrender to Him. And so I've got this global map, one powerful tool that you can use fasting for specifically is to pray and fast for lost people groups specifically. So maybe you're like me and you love learning about geography and love learning about the world, and so you want to pray for a specific country. Pick a country on the map and just start praying for it. Maybe you like the States and you don't know a whole lot about what's going on. Well, pick a particular place on a map that you know that is far from God. Phoenix, Arizona, the place that I grew up, that I came from, actually is the 17th most unreached city in the United States of America. 91% of Phoenicians do not attend church. It is the 5th most biblically illiterate city in the country. So you could pray for Phoenix. You could pray for any number of other cities that are unreached, that are lost, that don't know Jesus. Pray for God to do what He wants to do during your time of fasting. Or you could just pray for your group to grow in strength, in character, for God to help develop you and encourage you each, all the more. If you have any questions about this Leadership Minute or anything else, please feel free to reach out to me, shoot me a text or an email. But I'm excited to see how God is going to use each of these spiritual disciplines that we're putting to practice to not only encourage you, but to encourage everyone in your community group to grow and run hard after Jesus. Hey, I hope you have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you back here again for another Leadership Minute. Blessings, friends.